What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Yesterday today I received an email from a brother that sent me and Ramil an email basically shouting out Jason Whitlock. Now, Jason Whitlock is a very popular sports commentator. I like some of the things he has to say about sports, but when it comes to race, I don't really. Jason Whitlock, to me, I would consider him a sellout. He's on Fox Sports, like I said. He's entertaining and things like that. I won't go into detail, but I would definitely consider Jason Whitlock to be somebody who is against the black community, for sure. Now, he could be doing things his own way, but from what I hear, I just don't think so, right? And one of the ways that I'm kind of convinced of that is he showed up on Glenn Beck's The Blaze, right? Now, The Blaze is a very conservative outlet. It's ran very well. This is where Tommy Lauren got her start before she went to Fox, And for me, I don't have a problem with blacks or conservatives, like I said. Some of my favorite political channels, I like Anthony Brown Logan. Many people have criticized me for, saying that I actually like Brandon Tatum as a person. Despite, me and him have, varying differences of views about the black community. I like Brandon Tatum. I like Anthony Brown Logan. I think that everybody walks their walk. Jason Whitlock, I probably could have a sit down and a drink of coffee with him, but that would still mean that I felt his positions are what I would consider a sellout. So the fact that he will show up on The Blaze, and I have a problem with that. Any African American that will show up to talk to white people about black issues, that's something that is it's something that I will look at with a side eye. About a month ago, I got an invite to talk about certain black issues with a bigger channel. I declined it, right? And the reason why is you never go to white people and talk about the black community with them. They're very aware of what goes on. They understand the problems that they have contributed to it to make it what it is. So why talk to them? If you want to talk about black issues, talk to our people about those issues so that we can fix those issues or that we can have dialogue. Never go and talk about it to them directly. Talk to them about black folks, which is what a lot of folks do. Not to say I hate people who do that, but I just really disencourage. I really disencourage that. But anyways, with that being said, Jason Whitlock, though, I saw the video, or he went to The Blaze, and he was talking about why the black community likes Kwame Brown. One of the reasons that he says is that Kwame Brown is reaching black people and exposing a lot of the issues that many black folks couldn't say, and many blacks are very excited about it. He's doing it in a way where people can't call him a sellout, like we would call Jason Whitlock, right? Because there are things that conservatives say that are the truth. There are things that Candace Owens says you can't deny that's the truth. There are things that Anthony Brown Logan will say that you can't deny as the truth. Or Brandon Tatum, or other guys. But I think in the way that they say it, in the positions that they take, it could be sometimes considered that it's not for the benefit of the black community, but talking at the black community. It's easy for somebody to take it in that fashion. Whereas when Kwame Brown says similar things, it's from a position of maybe that he definitely cares, position of things that blacks can understand. He's speaking from our point of views, and that's what Jason Whitlock is expressing. Kwame Brown is breaking down a lot of things that happen in the back end, something that Jason Whitlock himself understands because he's in the industry, that most people couldn't say. But because Kwame Brown has kind of turned against the machine, he's doing his own thing now. He can speak to that in a way and reach people with how he's exposing how a lot of folk in the industry feel. Okay? And he does it in a way that's more, let's say, I wouldn't call it hood or street, but it's more direct. It's that African American culture thing of I'm talking straight to you and I don't give a damn how you feel. And African Americans like that. We like that direct stuff. I mean, I've been around, and no disrespect to the brothers and sisters in Africa, but brothers and sisters in Africa not so that I've met are not so direct how they talk or how they want to come across. Whereas African Americans, we not, for the most part, we not bullshitting. We gonna let you know straight up and down how it is. We gonna come straight down the line with it, and if you don't like it, we don't care. And that approach a lot of folks like. He also mentioned Kevin Samuels. Okay, Kevin Samuels is reaching black people in a way with our problems. Now, obviously, Kwame Brown is calling the problems. Kevin Samuels is calling out the problems in a different way, especially with regards to dating and relationships. But Kevin Samuels' approach is more of a, let's say, theoretical or more intellectual, right? And I know that this is true because I was talking to Alpha Male Strategies. He wouldn't mind me sharing this. Alpha Male Strategy says, well, because, remember, Alpha Male Strategy was the first YouTuber that we see blow up fast. Right? If you guys remember when Alpha Male Strategies blew up in 2018, 2017, late. Alpha Male Strategies blew up. He's a very intelligent guy, but he's not maybe the most articulate guy with words or, saying things in a fashion where people can understand it the same way that Kevin Samuels' delivery is more or less a professional. And that's what Alpha Male Strategies was saying to me. He said, listen, I blew up also. And, I know what I'm talking about because he's a very bright man, but he says Kevin Samuels has more of a professorship with his delivery. This is what Jason Whitlock said. It's more articulate, than what you're used to. He can break things down. He's coming at it from a more professional view, but it's to the point where everybody can understand the issues and understand that we have problems. And these two people on social media are the heroes of the black internet. They're doing it in different ways. I want to say this. Now, even though I told you with some of the things about Jason Whitlock I don't like, doesn't take for the fact that I believe in both cases he's right. Despite the fact that he went to Glenn Beck and the Blaze, which will tell you all, I don't really like that, but I believe this is true. People can be reached in black America. You don't have to be a Pookie and Ray Ray. You don't got to be a thug. I think that what Jason Whitlock is saying is that before, this is what we were used to being reached. Even Dr. Umar Johnson's a very bright man. He reached black America with his intellect. But it just goes to prove that black people can be reached with the truth, right? If people will deliver the truth and be sincere about it and honest about it, African Americans understand when somebody got points. We might not want to hear it or the delivery, but we know when the truth is being told, right? And I believe this is what the selling points is of Kwame Brown and Kevin Samuels. And this is one of the reasons that, because in both instances, both of these people are attacking the mainstream. If you think about it, Kwame Brown is turning against the machine. Kevin Samuels is for independent black male media. He doesn't want to work for anybody. He wants to work for himself. He wants to be able to have his own piece of the pie. So do guys like myself, right? So what you're seeing is that the real harsh, or let's say if you could say more explicit version of the black message on the internet is coming from independent media, podcasting, and YouTube, and other elements. And these mediums will continue to grow because you can't say these things in the mainstream media. And it just goes back to show it. What happens is when black male media, in the case of Kwame Brown or in the case of Kevin Samuels, both of them who are tired of seeing black men being portrayed in a negative light, how people are resonating with something different that's against the status quo. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell, check out the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.